folks, dude here, coming to you on my alternative Facebook page. Why? Well, because it seemed that on the 8th of October, read like last Thursday, I think it is. I gotta look at the schedule again here. Yeah, it was on a Thursday, and I don't think I posted up anything that was all that presumptuous. I don't think I posted up anything that was all that just, inflammatory. And I really don't think I post up anything that's just all that ridiculously horrific, terrible, jingoistic, snarky, call it what you will. All I know is my primary page of Dude Jerky, read like www.facebook.com/Dude Jerky, is hidden. It's now basically been pulled out of the mainstream. Now, if I had my druthers, I would have somebody on staff on the White House give a call to Zuckerberg and say, hey, Zuck, no, just this is not one of those guys that you jack with. And if you do jack with him, let's just say it's not going to work out for you so good. And you're pretty much going to get, let's see. Let me find a good one here. Oh, yeah, you're going to get,
death by snoo-snoo.
Well, no, you're not going to get death by snoo-snoo. I think you're probably going to get more than a little bit of, yeah, you're going to get more like that. You're going to get some of that going on, and I don't think you're going to enjoy the, no, it will not be death
by snoo-snoo.
No, it will not be death by snoo-snoo, okay? You're going to find out, hopefully, sometime along the way that there is going to be some comeuppance for playing the games that you've been playing. And, man, you know what? In my heart of hearts, I would hope to think that pretty much you get a class action suit. It makes you destitute. It makes you so you have to become a truly public company. And people own stock, and they will tell you exactly what they think of you when you play stuff. And yeah, you're going to get it right in the...
I've got balls of steel.
No, but I would hope to think that you get more than a little bit of... And now considering that we have... Oh. Okay, I think they get the message there, sound guy. All right, so anyway, looking at things as it is. Hey, Abrams, appreciate you coming on by, dude. We are now doing stuff. Man, I really hate this glare I really get off my laptop. The only problem is if I turn my laptop, I have a situation where I can't see what's going on. But now I have this almost kind of like, Mr. Manhattan thing going on inside. Like, I think you were joking about that once. But anyway, I would hope and maybe not pray, but I would hope and earnestly wish for Facebook to get a huge comeuppance where situation comes into play that pretty much they have to be more honest with their politics and they really truly have to stop playing the games. So anyway, way, shape, and form that we're now finding ourselves. I'm going to go through my news feed and pick and choose stuff out and, obviously good things like that there. So anyway, looking at things and checking stuff out. Hopefully we do have some people checking things out and watching the podcast on either YouTube or Facebook. It doesn't. Okay. I don't know what the ding's for, man. Stop. Anyway, so the way, shape, and form in which I find ourselves now, or find myself now, is I'm now contending with the fact that I am dealing with a alternate channel page, place, entity, thing on the internet that I'm now having to place myself upon and utilize. And the biggest problem I really truly have with Facebook doing this to me is they didn't give me any kind of, hey man, you're really towing the line here, bud. If you keep doing these things, we're going to really just, hand it to you and you're going to get a bad case of, yeah, okay. You're going to get some of that. All right. But the problem is, I know you can go in there and you can archive your stuff off Facebook. My last archive that I did off Facebook was 2018. There's a lot of stuff I've lost. There's a lot of artwork I really, truly wish I could pull back out. They're now saying on the contact Gmail that I only really use for Dude Jerky, hey, you're going on about this one page and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, I don't think I put any other of my entities on there as administrators. So for all intents and purposes, this page is doing nothing. I mean, it's now, it's up, it's visible, but can you actually do anything with it? No, it's a dead duck. So anyway, that's where we are with that one on the state of Dude in the Dude Jerky thing. So if anybody knows anybody in Washington and give them a heads up, say, hey, could you get in contact with Dude? He really could use a hand. Yeah. Oh, Barry K. Sean, appreciate it's coming on by, dude. Sorry about your main page getting that baited. Oh, jeez. It definitely got a little bit of disciplinary fudge packing and not in the best way possible, man. That thing was just yeah. Actually, can I do that all at once? Let's just see. Could we actually have what happened here? And okay, would it be something like this? I think it was. Oh, okay. I think I nailed it.
You're despicable.
Hey, knock it off, sound guy. Okay, anyway. So looking at things as it is.
You stop juggling thunder.
Okay. That was actually from Blade 3. Yeah, that was Blade 3. Okay, so that was Ryan Reynolds playing Hannibal. There's really some aspects of that movie that's good. There's really some aspects of that movie that's flat out suck. But anyway, I've watched it a bunch of times, so let's just get into the news feed and we'll go from there and do things and move out smartly. So yeah, unfortunately I got the Dr. Manhattan thing on this side of the screen. Sorry, YouTube guys. All right, so looking at things over here, Kamala has got some history, and I think it's really humorous because when you post stuff up about Kamala and they need to do the Facebook fact checking, it's just like you almost really hear Facebook just going, no, because the truth is out there and they cannot stop it from being what it is. Yeah, critical stop. Critical stop. All right, so anyway, looking at things as it is, pretty much, you have Facebook going, well, we're not going to tolerate this. We're going to show you what's what. Okay. I don't know what that one was, but all right. Yeah, that's what that one was there, sound guy. That was definitely, yeah, right there. Okay, so anyway, the main thing is that they're trying to play shelter for her, and they're trying to give her ability to counter that which she's done. She's been horrible for black people in the state of California, okay? She's put more people in jail for, drug things and secondary charges, nonviolent crimes. I mean, she's been, the worst to blacks in California. Oh, dude, Fred Hart, appreciate you coming on by, brother. Yeah, man, appreciate it. So anyway, she's been given shelter by Facebook, okay? And the story is that she had a guy, and it was framing and prosecuting him in Jamal Truelove. And the guy's actually made videos to say, hey, man, I didn't do it. Why'd you put me in jail? And, she hung him out to dry. So much so that she actually paid off an informant to get him into jail to have bragging rights so she could get elected into her office in California. Whoa. I mean, the problem is, is this information coming out really, truly could just be something that could be something that just goes up and really hurts her in the worst of ways.
But I pooped from there.
Yeah, so anyway, she basically did it to Jamal. Jamal was exonerated and got $13.1 million from the state of California. Read, like, also specifically the city of San Francisco. Holy crap. If you want to talk about something that just drives home that fact that you're innocent when you get paid off like that, $13.1 million will definitely make you just say, you. I'm taking the cash and I'm running with it. But yeah, man, Jamal got screwed. The reason why he got screwed is she was trying to, piggyback on him to get elected into office and utilize his suffrage to become a person of notice politically in California. Wow, what a steaming pile of, hang on a second, I gotta find the appropriate one in that one here. What a steaming pile of, yeah, that's her right there. Yeah, that is her, man. And there's no other cleaner way I could say it other than she's bad juju. Let me look over here in the chat room real quick. Oh, Logan Ray, appreciate you coming on by, dude. Let's see. Scroll. Thunder chicken, wild turkey flowing in my veins. Made that way more funny than it should have been. Oh boy, he's sucking down the hooch. All right. See Kelly L's post about her putting the mother of cancer victim in prison and the expected daughter not showing up. Oh, wow. That's bad juju, man. Kelly L's post about, I'm guessing this is about Kamala. And I'm not going to say Kamala, okay? Kamala, all right? I'm from New York City. I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Screw her. I don't care. Kamala. Kelly L's post about, hopefully that's about Kamala, putting the mother of a cancer patient victim in prison for her affected daughter not showing up to school. Oh, dude, man. That is beyond bad juju. Hey, my kid's got cancer. Couldn't she have the day off from school? No, she better show up or else. That is beyond bad juju. Holy crap. Man, that is bad. Kelly L's Polly 80. Oh, yeah, okay. You're talking about Lauren's wife. Okay. Right? Yes, and Kelly L, the Polly 80 guy. Yeah, that's okay. All right, whatever. Scroll. I don't know if you guys caught this one or not, but supposedly that's from Sean Hannity. It's a tweet. The NBA caves to fans. The boss of the NBA says next season they will abandon, quote, social justice messaging, end quote, and, quote, return to normalcy, end quote. Let's just ponder that one for a second here. Has the NFL, the NBA, pretty much any sport that has dirt bags in it, has it ever had a situation where they haven't had at least a high preponderance of felons playing? I am not impressed by professional sports guys in the slightest. Also, I'm not a fan of sports. I really don't watch sports. There's really no reason to partake of that stuff on the television. TV is an idiot box, okay? 99 times out of 100, they put something on there. It is just dumb, okay? I mean, I truly have... I haven't watched TV in probably, God, since the chest surgery... I really haven't gone near TV because, I'm insulted by the complete and total lack of intellectual exercise for them to go, oh, look, here's stupid skank A and stupid skank B. They're going to sing some stupid, crappy music that has lyrics that are insulting to pretty much everything that I hold dear, everything that pretty much was testament to making this country great, or was one of those institutions that pretty much made people better? The NBA is exactly in that same regard. And I just think it's hilarious now where you have these screaming Meemeites going, oh, no, they deserve to be, given that special accreditation because they're now reaching out to the Rainbow Coalition or they're doing this, that, and the other thing. I don't care. Anytime you say that one race is more valued than another race because they happen to be more disaffected, buddy, I got bad news for you. If you want to try to play this, we've been so affected by being black in the United States, dude, I got 6,000 years of history to really throw in your face. First off, ancient Egypt. Second off, the Romans. Third off, the freaking Germans. And that's recent freaking history that they've done it to my guys being the Jews. So if you want to really put history versus history, yeah, you guys in Africa have been killing time for eternal, all the rest of that funny folderol and good stuff like that there, but you were selling each other off to the Dutch. The Dutch guys didn't go, well, let's just go traipsing into Africa and let's see what we can find for these tribes guys. We'll just grab them up, drag them back out the country, throw them on a boat, and take them over to the New World. Sorry, it didn't work like that, and instituted slavery is still in Africa. People who don't know history are doomed to repeat it in the future. Yuck. Message retracted. Dude, how do you do that one? That's cool. I like that. No, the guy himself. Sports is to distract the masses. Yeah, exactly, Fred. Opiates for the idiots. I don't know, man. I mean, I've never, ever truly been that much of a sports fan. I mean, if I'm in a stadium and there's a ball game on and I'm watching the ball game, and I'm talking like baseball, yeah, okay, it's kind of cool to watch. Sometimes you get into the play. Sometimes, you really get distracted by the, hey, the opera of it, the which one's going which way and what have you. But do I go out of my way to go to ball games? No. Is there a ballpark right near me? Yes. Is there a football stadium right near me? Yes. Is there hockey nearby? Yes. Do I go to any of these? No. Why? Because I'm not into it. Okay? I'm just not. Doesn't do a dang thing for me. Sorry. That's the way that one works on that one, and not feeling it. All right, so let me scroll some more. Tip my hat to Aaron Rodgers because he beat ball cancer, came back next season. The Packers kick ass. Well, those Packers are really slamming. Oh, man. All right, let me scroll. This one, I mean, I knew this off the top of my head, but I had to go in and I had to get the exact quote just to make sure I had it done correctly, okay? Now, Pelosi is going on and on about, since Trump had COVID, he's now infirm, he's unable to do the job, this, that, and the other thing. She's going to take it upon herself to remove him from office using the 25th Amendment. Slight problem. The 25th Amendment says, okay, the president can't do it. It becomes the job of the vice president. If the vice president can't do it, well, obviously that's not the 25th Amendment, because the 25th Amendment says it like this. Section 1, in the case of removal of the president from office or of his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. Section 2, whenever there's a vacancy in the office of the vice president shall nominate a vice president who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority vote of both houses of Congress. Read like Congress and Senate. Okay, that's the president recommending a vice president. Section 3, whenever the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives his written declaration that he is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, and until he transmits to them a written declaration to the contrary, such powers and duties shall be discharged by the vice president as an acting president. That still doesn't mean you get jack or bupkis there, Nancy Pelosi. Section 4. Whenever the vice president and majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments of either such body of Congress may by law provide, transmits to the president pro temp of the Senate, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of the office. I don't see the Senate doing that, Nancy Pelosi, because they think he is fine. Where thereafter, when the president transmits to the president pro temp of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives his written declaration that no inability exists, he shall resume the powers and duties of the office unless the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive department of such either other body of as Congress may the law provide, transmit within 4 days to the president pro temp of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. Thereupon, Congress shall decide the issue, assembling within 48 hours for that purpose, if not in session. If the Congress within 21 days after the receipt of the latter within written declaration, or if Congress is not in session, within 21 days after Congress is required to assemble, determines by 2/3 vote of both houses that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, the vice president shall continue to discharge the same as acting president. Otherwise, the president shall remain the powers, or reserve the powers and duties of his office. Translation, Nancy Pelosi, you ain't got bupkis. When is this stupid skank going to get it through her head that you don't boot out a sitting president by saying, oh, I don't like him? Bad news. You boot him out, you get the vice president. You don't get the jump into office. And it was amazing that they had this one get-together happen, Pelosi being interviewed by some news skank. I forget which agency it was, MSNBC, CNBC, pick one. And they said, since you're second in line, what? She's not second in line. She's third in line, and that's if president and vice president go down. Maybe. Wow. Beta, appreciate you coming on by, dude. She thinks Biden will win and then they'll be able to remove him. Well, I've also heard it said that they're actually doing this 25th Amendment thing in case Biden gets in, and then they get President Kamala. There's not going to be a President Kamala, trust me. She's going to try to do something stupid, and she's going to get, if the military was doing their job, they would simply just go in there, you know what, you're under arrest. Because that's the way the military works. The military can arrest the president. A lot of people really don't know this, but of all the elected officials in a state, they are like, oh, yeah, the governor's in charge. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. The guy who's actually in charge is the sheriff who arrests the governor. Because the sheriff is actually the highest ranking member of any state's elected officials. They are the chief law enforcement officer, and they can arrest the governor for doing something untoward. Well, who arrests the U.S. president? The U.S. military, not the Congress, not the Senate. The U.S. military. I forget what the actual muckety-muck process is, but essentially these guys all get together and they have a pissing contest about, which one thinks is this, that, and the other thing. They take votes, they draw straws, and the unlucky 5-star, whichever, basically decides that they got to arrest the president and Joint Chiefs of Staff or something along those lines. It basically becomes a whole bucket of worms where, who becomes who's arresting what, and, how does everything shake out the process. See, looking over here, Beta's talking to me. 25th is used to get rid of the POTUS VP. How about we use the 25th to abolish all three at the same time so they can't overreach on the states and they can't ask for what Antifa, and they can't fix what Antifa broke. Well, in a perfect world, what happens is the federal government basically goes, that's Your problem. We tried to enforce. We tried to assist. You told us not to come in, and that's one of those dirty little secrets that they have going on here. Is they keep insisting that Trump's not doing anything. Trump's not fixing anything. Well, it's a fake, false premise, simply because they're not expressing it exactly the way it is. The way it is exactly this. The president offers assistance. If the state refuses his assistance, he cannot proceed into the state. Remember that thing about state sovereignty? Yeah, that's why he cannot go further and do those things without the state requesting assistance. Give me 1 second here. I got to kick my heat down. I'm getting fried. Lucky for me, my thermostat's like only about 4 feet over that way. So anyway, way, shape, and form is essentially they have this false premise, and it's basically the lie by exclusion, where they keep going, well, Trump's not helping these states so deeply affected by COVID. He's not helping these states that are so deeply affected by Antifa. He's not doing these things to help them out in times of, destitute, strife, sexual misconduct. call it what you will. Essentially, the situation where they find themselves is the states are not requesting assistance. And if they don't ask, they don't get, because the president cannot go, you know what? I'm going in there, guns blazing. I'm going to fix this Fakaka-duty place. I'm going to kick ass, take names, and fix everything. Can't do that. That's the way you get basically booted out of office for overreaching as a president. Let me look back over here in the room again. I'm not really seeing anything happening on the Facebook side. I guess what it is I need to ramp up activity over there and get people going, oh, that's where he is now. So anyway, I'm not going to worry about Facebook so much, other than the fact it's just another venue where I am. But looking over now on the YouTube side, heard anything about what could be the Osama, Iran, SEAL Team 6, and Benghazi cover-up by the Obama administration news that's been circulating today? Yes, I have. There's a gentleman that supposedly has turned over the information. I forget his name, rank, and whatever he was, but he was a military guy, and he handed off the information to a congressman. I don't know what the rest of the story is. He was very cagey about the information, and he said essentially it is the real poop. And I really wanted to express it, better than that, but it is the real stuff, and it will essentially make those guys responsible. Heads are going to be rolling in the aisles, essentially is the way I heard it. And the thing about it is those guys who basically are the bad guys, they are the ones who did it. So, they basically are the guys who pretty much they got a problem now, because it's going to come back and bite them in the bum, because, well, that just is what it is. So anyway, look at those things as it is. Yeah, there's now information coming out. I suspect that pretty much everything from Obama on down, it's going to prove out real interesting like. So, yeah, just wait on that one. Things will come out. Let's see. Our nation's built on an inverted pyramid model, with the county being the highest power in the nation. But most of them, unfortunately, have forgotten about this. Well, dude, states' rights, okay? Federalist Papers. Basically, you had Jefferson duking it out with the other guys, and they're going, well, that's too free. It's like, dude, we just got away from the king. Why do you want to make us another, basically the same damn thing all over again? Why do you want to put the king in charge? Don't you think that we want to do something better? Yeah, so that's where we are right now with those guys and, situation they're in. You know what? I think I might have to shield this camera. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to shield this camera, because I have, like, the Dr. Manhattan thing going on. So, anyway, ghost hunters investigated Congress, plenty of ghouls, spooks, and ghosts in there. Yeah, that's good shiznit there, Beta. Oh, okay. I'll give you that one. Hey, yeah, okay. As a matter of fact, I'll think you rank even better than that one. You're gonna get a, yeah, you'll get a Batman. Okay, so because I don't have the can around, I can't do the headbutt thing like they used to do, or the cowbell thing like Salty Shellback does. He does the cowbell and the fist bump on the camera. But anyway, let me see. Scroll over here on Facebook again. Oh man. it is really becoming rife with the fact that the people are realizing politicians are not your friends. Democrats are not in your corner. By and large, both parties will only suck up to you during election time. A lot of people are doing the walk away thing from the Democrat Party. The Democrats are like, we're so strong, we can't be beat. It's like, dude, if you have your own guys saying you're crap and we want to bail, that's going to be rats off the sinking ship, don't you think? Yeah. Yeah. It's rats off the sinking ship, okay? You pretty much are screwing yourselves and you don't see it for what it is. You're basically doing it to yourselves, okay? Anyway, so let me see. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm trying to rearrange here something, and it's like everything just got weird on my page here for a sec. I don't know if I double tapped on something or made something weird. Anyway, so yeah, things just got strange on that one for a second. I didn't mean to do it, but it just happened that way. Okay, so I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but the snarky kind of, oh, I'm just here because you small people asked me to be here. Pence versus Kamala thing. Oh, my stars and garters. Wow. Holy crap. That blew up like, people are like, you snotty bitch. Oh, they did not like her optics during the debate. And the whole thing about like the fly on Pence. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, oh, that's a sign of Satan. No, it's dumb as hell. Okay, it's a fly. All right, it's a fly. That's all it is a fly. A fly is a fly is a fly. You see the fly, and then you sound guy, do not do bug or pest control in my house. I'm good. I'm good. No. Don't come near my house, dude. No. No. Don't. No. Not want. Okay? Not want. Do not want, all right? I don't want any of that, all right? None. I'm good. Holy crap. All right, so anyway, looking at things as they are, hopefully less crazy in the scheme of things after the election. Oh, man. I'm really getting annoyed with Attorney General Barr. Excuse me one second here. Mostly because he's had the stuff. He hasn't done anything with the stuff. He's been sitting on the stuff, and he's like, well, I got to get everything to have happen, and I don't want to. Dude, stop with the October, November surprise crap. Put the information out there. Let people call it what they will, okay?
Oh, my.
Maybe not George Takei, okay? But anyway, way, shape, and form, the information should be out there. Everybody should be able to go out and actually have their own information sourcing to utilize and, of course, make a good decision on basically just how things are, okay? You see it for what it is. You can make an honest, educated opinion. You're not just going, well, here's what they said on the news program, and I'm now going on what the news guy said because I trust the news more than anybody. No, okay? I just, no, okay? I'm just not a fan of the news simply because it is so full of crap, okay? I mean, there's no way in the world that anybody should ever believe the news guys for being exactly intellectually honest, because they're not. I mean, they're going to say and do anything that they possibly can to prop up their guys because they always want their guys to just sound perfect. And of course, just, absolutely spotless and no way anybody could call upon them anything other than they're just, just absolutely spotless. Okay. Yeah, exactly, sound guy. Exactly. Okay. But anyway, I find it just intellectually honest with these news guys. Every single one of them has the template. And it's been well stated. Like, of all things, Sean Hannity plays the tape where it's like every single person was going on about like, well, he doesn't possess the gravitas. The gravitas was this, that, and the other thing. Oh, the gravitas. It was like every single news guy was using the phrase gravitas, and it's like, well, let's look up what gravitas actually is. Well, it's a nonsense word that everybody was using in the news media. Oh, why? Well, because it was the phrase that pays and everybody wants to use it because it is the chosen word. Yeah, it was the chosen word for the moment. So anyway, I find it really just intellectually honest for these news guys to use the same template, the same basic means of saying anything rather than free thinking, free statement, and exactly positing themselves as putting the news out there for what it truly is. And they're not honest about it. They're not. They're really, really not. There's no way in the world that you could have a whole bunch of segmented guys in the news media saying almost exactly the same thing within 5 seconds of each other, almost verbatim. That's not intellectual honesty. That's a bunch of guys all going, well, we're just going to be the most effective news guys that we possibly can because we're going to use a similar statement. No, it's fake, false premise, and it is what it is. I mean, there's no way in the world that these guys should ever just be trusted now because they've given up their, they've given up their reputation. I mean, pretty much that's all they've done. They've given up their reputation. Let's see. Project Mockingbird, 4 a.m. drops. Project. Oh, you guys are going on and on and on in the room here. I got to get back here. Let's see. Career politicians, lowest form of life, welfare recipient in the nation. Yeah, and there's no reason in the world why. Okay, this pisses me off. They go into government. They're not exactly destitute, but they're not rich. After like one term, they're exceedingly wealthy. And then they come out and they become lobbyists and they get even more wealthy. And the thing about it is they're now propped up with this ridiculous pension that is never going to go away. They get better health care than our guys that have been overseas, gave up body parts, and they get less treatment. It's disgusting. But the politicians, man, they basically get the best things they ever possibly could get, and that's exactly how it is for them. Truly, completely, absolutely disgusting. Let's see. Scroll. Why in the world did this thing do this to me, man? It's just got weird. Hang on a second here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because my one of my pages just got weird. Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting that one. Okay. Anyway, sucks to have to watch RT America, InfoWars, Daily Wire, Free Thought Project to figure out the truth. Well, there's actually a couple more you can be utilizing. I mean, there's still Drudge, kinda, OAN, kinda, and of course there's a whole bunch of other conservative news sourcings. And the thing that really, really sucks is the fact that all the mainstream media run in lockstep, giving up all their credibility and their reputation to be leftards. Why would you want to become a socialist in the first place? Other than you think you're going to be in the ruling class and not one of the, bottom rungs. Charlie Brooker exposed the media and the studio has no idea what they're reporting on and take leads from reporters on site. Oh, man, that is so true. So true. Let's see. Scroll. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to jump ship here in a little bit for a second here. I was really intended to go into like more of the news stuff, but I need a palate cleanser, okay? Truthfully, I really, really need a palate cleanser. I'm tired of talking about news guys and, other pukes in the media and what have you. Kind of a mild discovery on my part. Obviously, everybody lives on ramen. I mean, the sodium content on this stuff is just absolutely freaking insane. I mean, you're talking like your standard sodium content in the package. And I'm going to cheat with my glasses here because it's small font. I don't think they really want you to read it unless, you're young. The young guys don't read it. But if you eat the entire package of a basic bag of ramen, it's like 1,620 milligrams of sodium, okay? And, of course, you're only getting, 300 for the whole bag. The whole bag, you're getting 370 calories. Man, that's like eating in the service, MREs and whatnot. Sodium content through the roof. The cups of ramen aren't much better. You're talking 290 calories, and it's like 1,380 milligrams of sodium. I think this one might be the high mark here. This, actually, no, that one's last, but it's actually kind of interesting. This one's a sriracha, or the hot and spicy chicken, and this one was a sriracha. The regular standard old chicken stuff is still stratospheric at like 1,160 milligrams of sodium. Well, what do you do in a situation like this where you got to watch out for sodium content? Obviously now being, that I've had rewirings, heart patient type stuff, I got to be careful with like sodium content. I had a little while ago one of these guys, and this one being the beef that I had. But the stuff is called Mike's Mighty Good Craft Ramen. Now, I don't know if you guys see this in your stores. I actually found this over at Walmart. And the thing that sucks is this is like $1, and this is like almost $2. But you know what? The other side of it is this. You open it up, you have the spice pouch, where you'd like, all the like the yummies, and then you have a little thing of oil to dump in there. So it's more like the Japanese or like the Korean ones where you actually have it broken down and you actually are making fresh ramen. The noodles in here look like hand-done noodles. They're not ramen noodles at all. They're not fried. Had a really good mouthfeel to it. But the sodium content on this stuff is only 760 milligrams. Now, the thing is the mouthfeel about the same? Yeah, you're not drying up like after eating this stuff or any of these other guys. Did I really miss the sodium in the kind of, that mouth hit thing? Not so much, because it had a really good, had like a good spicy throat hit to it. The oil helped. To me, it basically tasted more like a restaurant grade of ramen. It actually was really tasty. And I'm going to get it again. I also have the chicken one here, but I commend it to you. Definitely look in your store for it if you're trying to knock down your sodium. This is not quite sodium free, but it's a lot better than eating the wrong stuff. And yeah, you don't eat the wrong stuff and do that, okay? Because most time it's like sodium. Uh-oh. Sodium alert. Here comes the sodium alert. And, of course, you eat it, and, you have a hard time. Well, I don't know if you have that problem there, sound guy, but the sodium is really not the best thing for you. You really got to hydrate to flush your system after you've eaten too much of it. But me being me, and, of course, me doing strange things to myself, I've got to do these things to myself because who else would let you do that to them? Because, I got to do it to me. I just have to, okay? Johnny the shoe shine guy provides better news in the mainstream. All right. You're gonna get it that time. Hang on a second here. Where we have it? Where? Oh yeah, here you go. Hey, he's on fire tonight, folks. All right. Let's see. Scroll. Where the heck did I put that other thing there? I don't know what happened. It's like all of a sudden it's like my normally concise, good list of basically my sound effects is now like it's just like a whole page. I'm like, what the hell, man? I might have put it in that last one and just freaked it out or something. But I have to reorganize it or something here because it's like really sketched up. That's not doing it. Okay, well anyway, me scrolling over here, and it's probably gonna be another episode of That's right. I'll be eating more weird stuff again because I found in my formerly nicotine stained fingers and going over to Wally World, they have more cool versions of Pringles. And talking to one of my Aussie buddies, like Aussie, like, Australia, he was telling me that they have a meat pie Pringles. So essentially what it is Pringles caters to their area of influence and goes, okay, let's make an XYZ that people are going to want to eat. Let's tweak this and make it something else entirely that's going to be charitably something that people really, really want to eat. That's, their stuff, and, they want to eat this stuff because it's good and what they're used to. And no, sound guy. No, that's not why they're eating it. No, they're not eating it because of that either. Stop. Once he gets into the fart column, man, he's gone. He won't stop. Stop. Abram says I need to try the Mee Goreng noodles from Indonesia. They're so good. The Australian Army uses them. They come in normal, spicy chicken flavors. Sounds good, dude. Kind of high on salt, but their normal and spicy flavors come with fried onions and plum sauce. Tastes like chicken flavor. Tastes like real chicken. Dude plays balls of steel. Well, I can do that, man. That's not hard. Where the heck did I put it at? It's like my page is like just voluminous now, and I'm trying to get the stuff done. But anyway, looking at the weird stuff, I have to eat the weird stuff because, well, it saves you having to eat the weird stuff. Okay. Well, yeah, I got to do it again, okay? Sorry. I got to do it again. Sorry. All right, so anyway, this one being the roasted chicken variety of Pringles. I never thought I was going to say something like roasted chicken rotisserie chicken and Pringles. And this one is the fried onion ring. Friend in Australia talked about COVID lockdown. Rumor has it total military lockdown. Yeah, or Angry Farmer. He's down in Victoria, said this is just like bad. The state of Victoria is really, really bad for lockdown type stuff. Yeah, it's not fun down in the land down under. It's definitely not fun in the land down under. So anyway, let's see. Actually, I think I might actually have. Where the heck did I put that thing? Yeah, come on. This now is officially driving me bonkers because now it's like 5 pages of stupidity. Holy crap. It was never like this previously. It's just bad. It's really, really bad, okay? Stop. Stop, sound guy. Just stop, okay? Oh, jeez. I got the stop button. Okay, so anyway, the Funyuns. Oh, yeah, Angry Farmer. Yep. I don't know if it's going to be like Funyuns, but we'll give it a whirl here. So let's try the rotisserie chicken first, and you'll hear me opening it on camera. Yep, that was a slight fart, burp, call it what you will. It actually kind of smells like rotisserie chicken. I cannot tell you guys just how much it smells like rotisserie chicken, kind of. I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do like more than a couple, so I get like a good flavor hit. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. We should be doing the proper ambiance here, you know? If we're going to do this, we need the proper ambiance. Pinky extended. All right, first impressions. Yeah, it kind of really does taste like chicken. Does it taste like good chicken? No, it kind of tastes more like, potato chips with like chicken flavoring on it, which is pretty much what Pringles is. What is it about? Beta's asking, what is it about rotisserie chicken that tastes like comfort food? After eating it, I just want to lay back, relax, and take a nap. It's that whole way that they make it, that unctuous thing where it's like the meat is like basting itself as a slow roasting. The Oz Army is using predator drones to hunt down folks who aren't acting like slaves. S word is total 1984. Yeah, it is. It is. All right. So the rotisserie chicken one, if you close your eyes and squint it up and kind of like, yeah, it kind of does taste like rotisserie chicken. Is it good rotisserie chicken? It's okay. It tastes kind of like rotisserie chicken. Similar flavor to chicken and biscuit. No, it's better than that. Chicken biscuit's nasty. I don't like those things at all. No, it tastes more like an actual rotisserie chicken. They got that one right. I didn't read maybe I should have read the ingredients. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, no. Read the ingredients. Oh, no. You can't do that. Read the ingredients. Don't read the ingredients. Nothing good could come from that. Nothing good comes from reading the ingredients. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't read the ingredients. Oh, man. I thought I had that. Where is that one? No, I don't have it. I thought I had a dun dun dun. I gotta get a dun dun dun. I'll put that in my list of need to gets. Dry potatoes, vegetable oil, which is like anything they could throw at it. Degerminated yellow corn flour, cornstarch, rice flour, maltodextrin, monodiglycerides. It just says natural flavors. Okay, it really didn't like break it down. Of course, it has monosodium glutamates. Of course, disodium inosonate and disodium guanylate, because they want to get those flavor enhancers, what those two guys are. So that's 3 flavor enhancers right there to try to open up your tongue as much as possible and go, see, it really, really tastes like something that we're trying to say it is. See, I don't think so. Did it really taste like rotisserie chicken? No, that's not sound guy. No, it kind of tasted like rotisserie chicken, okay? This one being the fried onion rings. And, of course, me BC doing this thing. So I'm doing this thing. So I got to do this thing because, where's the button I need? That's a button I need right there. Right there. Right there. Yeah, I got to do it again, okay? All right, so popping this sucker open on camera, fried onion rings. Like you would do an onion ring any other way. Okay, I think I got more of a fart burp, call it what you will, out of the rotisserie chicken. So, just give me 1 second here. These smell more like Funyuns. All right, so I'm going to do 3 as an outset and see where we go to from here. Ow. Don't bother. It's like a Funyun with a potato chip. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, but the other thing too is also Beta's talking about McDonald's is regulated to use real beef in the UK. In the United States, McDonald's French fries has like that many ingredients on the side of the box. Why? Yeah, that's right. It's caca. In the UK, it is 4 ingredients: potatoes, salt, sugar, oil, like reading like beef tallow. That's it. So anyway, the thing about it is the United States allows these guys to just throw everything but the kitchen sink at you. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going back to the rotisserie chicken. This one was better. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, concluding this episode of yeah, definitely rotisserie chicken. The fried onion rings is just like Funyuns. If you get a bag of Funyuns, okay, I'll tell you the one that it's got going for it. Funyuns have a good flavor, but they're like air. They're like little poofy like rice things that are like it has like almost zero. You can eat like 50 bags of them, and you're like, oh, I'm still hungry. There's like nothing to this stuff. It's like eating flavored air. The thing about it is the Pringles actually have some substantial kind of content to them because they do contain fraction versions of potatoes of some variety, and yeah, yeah. Okay, you get something out of it, round guy. Jeez, you got something out of it, all right? Yeah. Okay, so you eat it, you get something out of it. Okay, you're not eating something and getting air. You eat enough Pringles, you actually feel like you've gotten something. Okay.
Fatality.
No, sound guy. Yeah, that. Okay, that. Stop. Stop. Let's see. Scroll. Similar flavor to chicken biscuit. No, Angry Farmer, like I said previously, it is. No, it's better. It's better. It has more of a chicken flavor. Sodium hydroxide chlorinate triglycerides dihydrogenated salt substitute. Yeah, exactly. And yes, the French call their quarter pounder with cheese a royale with cheese because of the metric system. And I bet you give a foot massage and don't tickle either, right? Oh, man. You know what? That was one of those things I found out about Tarantino. There's a reason why it's like you had like Uma Thurman like dancing on the floor with like no shoes. And there's a reason why they were talking about foot massages. You find out that Quentin Tarantino is like a foot freak. There's a reason why he's going on about this stuff. He's like a total foot nut. It's like, oh, dude, stop, man. Playing with people's feet? That's just, yeah, no, I'm not into it, man. Not at all. No, okay? Why?
I've got balls of steel.
Well, I don't know if that really comes into play, but sure, why not, okay? All right, so anyway, yeah, I'm not into the foot thing, but Quentin Tarantino sure is. And supposedly he had this self-imposed thing about, I'm only going to make 10 good movies. It's like, okay, after you made 10 good movies, we'll let you know. Because some of them things have been turkeys, man. Some of them have been really, really turkeys. Usually when I get stopped like that, the plumbing starts groaning. Oh, no. Oh man. That's all you need is basically just a little bit of Hey, don't leave it like that. Fix that, okay? You better fix that. That's just gross. Fix it. I don't know what that's happening there, but okay. All right. Oh, I think we've just suddenly fallen off the rails on that one. Sound guy is on fire tonight.
The audience is now deaf.
Yeah, All right. Anyway, don't forget Uma Thurman's big toe scene in Kill Bill. Yeah, I don't get that. Oh, well, no. The trailer fight scene where she was fighting barefoot, where she was fighting the sword fight in the trailer. I believe she was doing that barefoot, wasn't she? And of course, there was the snake going underneath the bed and whatnot. Yeah. I think there was more of that going on there, right? Yep. Personally, I really don't care if a chick is running around with shoes or not. It doesn't do a damn thing for me. But most of the time, you're thinking like you're running around without shoes. You know, the world is not a safe place, and you're liable to step on something, and you know it, brother. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. My bad. I meant Uma Thurman's daughter. I meant to Uma Thurman's daughter. Oh, is that okay, like when she's like duking it out with David Carradine and doing like the 5-punch thing where she's like, jacking him up before he like keels over and whatnot? I just heard recently that they're actually thinking of rebooting Kill Bill. Man, you know what? That says Hollywood at its most just concise way of doing anything. Oh, well, we can't come up with anything good. Let's do a reboot and a remake. Hey, yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come up with something that's a rehash of the old crap that we put out because we got no new original ideas. That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood, folks. It's a bunch of screaming Memeite, socialist loving rich guys that really, truly just don't do anything positive for society, and they're just societal leeches, okay? I think it sucks for the movie theater owners, but I think it's absolutely hilarious that Hollywood is getting, well...
retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Yeah, that's pretty much it. They're not really getting the attention that they truly ever really were counting on, because most people are going, yeah, they're not into it. They got other things to do. Life intrudes. They're stuck in their house. They're cruising around on the internet, basically doing stuff. And there's really not a whole hell of a lot more stuff to do. Making a Matrix 4. Yeah, I heard about that one. They're actually rebooting Matrix. Of course, there's the Bill and Ted thing coming out. I mean, my word, it's like I saw Keanu Reeves like completely shaved up. I mean, him without the beard looks weird now because you've gotten so used to him doing like, the whole John Wick thing where he's running around with the beard and whatnot, and you just got used to seeing him with the beard. So seeing him without the beard and doing like Bill and Ted, it's like, holy crap, man. You were like so absolutely like unaging for the longest time. And then all of a sudden, yeah, it hit you all at once, man. It just like, it just was just... It kind of hit him like the old Terminator. It was like there all at once. And there's a lot of ones I got to clean up now because I really can't play like some of my better sound bites. But yeah, there's some that I really want to throw in there because it would just be fun. It really would be fun. Let's see. Going over here back again to the YouTube side. Hollywood gender bends the movie. It will be Kill Jill. Guy leaves his girlfriend to marry a gender bender male wife or female husband. Almost gets killed, hunts down and kills Jill. Oh, no, well, that would be socially unacceptable because, you would have like those guys going, "Hey, you can't be mean to the transsexual. That's just mean." I think you really should mix it up with like Kill Bill and Star Trek. Then when it's like, somebody's on the floor just bleeding out, it's just,
He's done you.
Exactly. Bones comes in and just done. You're just done. That would be absolutely spot the freak on. Oh man. The Ice Cream Girl from Stranger Things season 3 talked dirty to me in Russian any day of the week and twice on Sunday. My wife and niece have started watching Stranger Things. I just think it's hilarious that Winona Ryder's on there and they're calling it Stranger Things. She's a strange chick, man. She's a really, really strange chick. And anybody that really finds themselves with her, well, it's going to be an interesting occasion, I'm sure. I don't know what a date would even be like with her because she's just a bizarre chick, man. You would just think like, okay, well, hey, honey, let's have some romance, and you basically start kissing on her, and you try to make other things happen, and
But I broke from there.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was thinking more like some, like standard romance type items, and I don't know, maybe you could like kind of head south with the. No, not that. Yeah, it wouldn't work out so good. But yeah, I can just see times with her where you're trying to get intimate and just
Fatality.
Exactly. Yeah. It would be like you'd go full turtle and probably back out the back door because it just would not really work out so good. Just no. I don't think you would have any kind of thing ending up with her saying, "Okay, that was nice," and no, sound guy, no, you're gonna have a little bit of yeah, exactly. That's what you're gonna be getting. Anyway, dude, Uma Thurman's daughter, it was in it, and she had a huge nerd crush. Nice butt too. I'll send you a photo later. You go to a restaurant with her, and she steals all the cutlery. Oh man, yeah, exactly. So it's exactly the evening progresses, and she's like, "So you want to come inside?" And you just look at her, and it's something like this.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
You're out of there, man. You are just done. Wow. I'm gonna punch out on that one there, Ghost Rider. You don't want to stay around because, well, things will go badly. Oh man. Steals all the cutlery. That's the other thing too. Is my wife and I were joking about that earlier because at Stranger Things, we were talking about Winona, and it's like, why did she feel the need to go into the store and shoplift? What in the hell makes you go, hey, I'm rich. I got nothing better to do. I'm looking for that nice little, I'm going to have the adrenaline high of stealing. No. Come on. No. You stealing stuff in the store doesn't give you any validation for doing anything cool. As a matter of fact, it makes you...
Death! By snoo snoo!
No, you're not going to go to a woman's prison and get death by snoo snoo. That's not going to happen, okay? No, you will not get snoo snoo being a female in a female prison, okay? You will not get that at all. No, you're not. No, none of that either, okay? I don't even know where he's going to on that one, folks. But anyway, looking around at that Stranger Things, I thought it was kind of funny that they expressed it. It was, my niece was like, yeah, they put it in the time realm of the 80s. I was like, okay, so what does any of the producers or anybody on staff know about the 80s? Were they actually old enough to be there? And she's like, oh yeah, they're all guys who are they're like your age, and it's like, stop right there, kid. Don't proceed any further because you're about to go into the land of... Exactly, man. Yeah, you're about to go the wrong way, and it's not going to work out for you, okay? Trust me on that one. Surprise Winona held together a scanner, held in scanner darkly. I guess she was running down. Oh, man, that's like a whole train wreck. Robert Downey Jr., Woody Harrelson, and Winona hanging out with Keanu. Now, Keanu actually would be the straight man in that regard because you really don't hear a whole hell of a lot of crazy stuff about, anything crazy about Keanu's main thing is he's a motorcycle guy, and he's been single forever because the chick he was dating got killed tragically. Supposedly she was like pregnant with his kid or something, and it's really, really a sad occurrence, is what I've always heard. Is essentially that's the way that one worked. Was he's just been single forever. So it's been like the guy really hasn't had a lot of insanity going on, just because he's just been like a very down low kind of person. Let's see. Winona would get Snoo in the Oswald Correctional Facility, plays the Oz. Orange is the new black. Hey. Oh, Jesus. Oh, wow, man. That is just bad juju. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, that would be hilarious. It's like she's so considerate. She just walks in.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
No, I was thinking more like Ryder. Winona Ryder.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Oh man, the name's Rodgers. Winona Ryder. And they're like, we don't care. We don't care. You're a girl enough for us. Man. All right, let me look over here my scheme of things here again. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, and this one I thought was spot the F word on, but supposedly at let me find the timestamp again. At 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 53 seconds, Donald John Trump dropped the F-bomb on live radio with, of all people, Rush Limbaugh. And he said something to the effect of, well, Iran knows not to F-word with us because they're going to get something like they've never counted on because we have stuff coming out there that they just don't even know about. And, of course, immediately all the media is like, oh, he said the F-word. How can you say such a thing on broadcast radio? And my thinking is, Limbaugh is worth like $500 million. Trump is worth like $1 billion, $2 billion. I think they can afford the FCC fine. And I'm sure at this point, Rush is like, you know what, dude? I got it. Don't even worry about it. Enjoy. My gift to you. Just win the election. My gift to you. That was hilarious, and I couldn't react to it at the time. But I gotta tell you what, that was badass. So badass that, well, I really truly wanted to make note about it. But unfortunately, I had to stay seriously. Oh, man. But I'll tell you what, I heard that, and it was like, oh, dude, that was like on freaking point. Man, what can you even say about that except it was just on point? So, I mean, it's hilarious, too. You have this double standard with all the screaming Meemeites. I mean, they think it's perfectly fine to run up to somebody and they're like, F Trump, F the Republican Party, F you and F everybody else, and this and the other thing because you guys are just bad. You're just really, really bad. We think that you suck, and we're going to tell you how much we really hate you. We're going to cuss you out. We're going to call you the F word. But then, in normal conversation, obviously, Trump let fly. And the thing about it is of course, they're now like, oh, he never should have said that. He's the president. Yeah. Well, you know what? Not feeling it, guys. It's really one of those things that really you're complaining too much. I'll have to use the classic phrase from Shakespeare. Think thou doth protest too much, Polonius. Yeah, right there, it was completely bad to the bone. What else can you say about that one? But, I just thought it was hilarious that they were freaking out going, whoa, he said the F word. It's like, man, there's not a Twitter feed on the planet that you libtards aren't on, that you aren't cussing up and down one side, down the next, and complaining about him to every possible listener, using every potential cuss word you possibly can, including the F word like it's a punctuation mark. not impressed by your major discomfort. Not impressed. I did find it interesting, though. This is from the dailywire.com. And of all things, I got to click off on another link here. Hopefully that's going to work. Daily Wire says independent pollsters, voters were turned off by condescending Harris. Pence was the winner. Who couldn't see that for what it is? She's, really? You're asking me a question? Why are you asking me a question? I've already won. That was literally her whole attitude, the whole thing. And everybody was just looking at her like, you just nasty. Yeah, man, stop. Just stop. Just all the way. Yeah, full on. Yeah, just annoyingly. Yeah, stop. Just stop complaining without saying a word with this attitude of yours, like you've already won. Just the arrogance was just beyond, just absolutely beyond, just beyond. Yeah, just, Yeah, she went right to the no-no zone. Yep, that's exactly what she did. She went straight to the no-no zone. I think Iran got the message. Dude, Iran right now is so destitute, and they still saber rattle. The problem is that you have the population does not want to get hosed. The population wants all those lead dickheads to just get out of there. They're just tired of them, man. Those guys get into charge of, everything, and they're just tired of them. And people are just like, you know what?
You dick.
Yeah, just get out, man. Get out, all these snarky leaders they have are not representative of the population. People just are tired of all this crap. They want to have a peaceful existence in a nice country. And Persians are not like, your Shia Sunni style Muslims. They're not the assholes trying to make problems. Most times you had like classic history. They were pretty much like the leave us the hell alone. They weren't like the guys going out and causing trouble. Just give me 1 second here. Never mind their fact, their food is excellent, man. I love Persian food. First time in recorded history, man wins against an argument against a woman. Oh, man. Beta, imagine if Trump blew his nose with Monica Lewinsky's panties on here. Dude, no, I would never. Oh, no, I would have a thing to do with those. You never know what's been in there. And I'm not even talking about Bill Clinton. I'm just talking about Steph. Oh, Steph. Yuck. I did think it was hilarious. There is a snark fest going on now from Greta Thunderbutt. She's now all... how do I say this without sounding all creeped out? Her A cups in a twist. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to get, okay? Her A cups in a twist. And she says that she is now endorsing Joe Biden to be the president of the United States. Holy crap. I never would have guessed that a raging socialist eco-geek moron would be saying, yes, I want Joe Biden to be the president of the United States. Really? I never would have guessed this. I never would have guessed this. I would have thought that, well, of all things, she probably would just stay neutral because, she's so caring about the environment. She just wants things to get fixed. That she was not even going to say anything other than, basically the most centrist of statements. No. I knew she'd be saying something stupid. Because that's just what she does, okay? So do me a favor and...
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Yeah, just... Her 15 minutes are over, okay? Enough. Just enough. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're done with her, man. She's just, enough. She is gone full. She's attained full caca status. Indeed. Let me scroll. This is kind of a long video on YouTube. It's like 40 minutes or something. But there's dissenting scientists have issued a COVID-19 herd immunity declaration saying you're not going to avoid the virus. The best thing is for everybody to become immune from COVID-19 by, unfortunately, contracting it, because you're not going to avoid it anyway. And with a 98 point something or 99% mortality to survivability thing, the chances are exceedingly in your favor to get it and not have a problem, that you probably just want to just say, suck it up, and, you're going to get it. It's like the mumps. It's like the measles. It's like the polio thing. It's out, and you're not going to escape it, because eventually you're going to get exposed. And you can't avoid being exposed because it's out there. It's a virus. You cannot avoid a virus because it's a virus. The only way you avoid a virus is by living in a filtered box that pretty much just everything gets completely sterilized before it gets to you. And even then, oh yeah, there's always a chance of you getting it. And well, you are hosed, because now you got the virus. Yeah, it's just not gonna go away. You may as well just go into life and just kind of have an attitude of what the hell was that? Bill Clinton on a hot date? Ugh. Well, anyway, no, I mean, you are going to eventually contract it. I mean, there's just no way to get out of it. There's no way. You will eventually contract some form, mild, standard, call it what you will, mutated form. It's out there, okay? You're not going to avoid contracting COVID in some way, shape, or form. And the other thing, too, is they're going on and on about yes, we now have this vaccine, this great vaccine. We're going to shoot everybody up with this vaccine. There's a reason why they say 10 years of research for any vaccine. Oh, yeah, that's because most of the side effects don't show up except for after 3 years after inoculation. Yeah, and now you have a population that's now shot up with this crap that you didn't know what it was going to do long term. And you really just don't want to stick that in somebody's body because, well, no, sound guy, I don't think they're sticking tuna in their body. Well, maybe you could stick tuna in their body. I wouldn't mind tuna. Tuna's good. So anyway, no, don't tuna in your body, okay? Don't. Just stop. What the hell's he doing tonight? He's like a dog in traffic, man. Have you seen the Greta puppet? Yes, I've seen the pictures of it, and I cannot begin to tell you just how epically it hoists her on her own petard. It is hoisting her.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Sound guy, petard, not retard. Sound guy, stop. Bad sound guy. Bad. What the hell's up with him tonight? Howard Hughes sterility. Well, I've also heard that there was a theory that it was a double that actually had passed on, and Hughes had actually escaped the mainstream and was living a life of obscurity with this one chick who was his caretaker, and he died in some time later than what they thought he was going to die. And he was doing, I don't know what the hell he was doing. I think he was doing like some kind of design work or something, sketching out and whatnot, or doing art or some shit, and something messing around, and nobody knew what he was really up to. And that was the premise that I heard, was he was living a life of obscurity with this chick, and she has some things to prove him out. And supposedly what it is she has pictures of him, but they were taken from a long distance away. So it's kind of one of those, oh, look, I've seen this thing in the hillside. I know, that's a Sasquatch. dude, that's a shadow on a hillside. No. That's a Sasquatch. You see, it's got the legs, it's got the arms, it's got the body and everything. Dude, that's a shadow. No. Look, if you look at it at just the right angle. So it's kind of like one of those things. Anyway, case and premise for Howard Hughes. I really truly have no clue about the guy, but it is interesting conjecture. It's like those guys who go on about like, Hitler escaped the war. He actually died, much later in life in Argentina, living a life of obscurity and living off the gold that he took from everybody. And it makes for good stories, and it sounds really kind of cool. But does it really hold up to the investigatory ability of the Israelis? I really truly think that if Hitler was alive, the Israelis would have found him. And if the Israelis would have found him, he would have gone to court. I mean, they would have taken him to the world court, and he would have had a hard time simply because they were like, hardcore on anybody to have anything to do with any part of, the Jewish suffrage during World War II. I mean, they were hardcore about that stuff, man. They really, really, really wanted them to, pay for it. So I would tend to think that if he had survived, they would have known about it. Kind of maybe not so much as like Howard Hughes, mostly because as wealthy as he was, possibly back in the 70s, he could have bought his own obscurity. The thing about it is would he actually would have survived? I mean, the other thing too is also his health wasn't the best, and it's been stated that he probably wasn't in the best of health to begin with. So you have a guy that did the stuff that he did. I mean, the other thing too is also you got to remember too is when he was building like the Spruce Goose and all these other projects that he was doing, he was literally covered in the chemicals that he was using to, to proof out the wood and the paint stuff. I mean, you're talking like old school technology painting where, I mean, you go with modern cars nowadays and they paint stuff, they use a water-based paint and they want it to be as safe as possible for the environment. Back in the good old days, they used to use like gallons of solvent to paint cars. I mean, you literally would have like just fumes coming off the cars for like weeks after they were painted, as the paint was outgassing and the paint was quote unquote drying and curing. So it wasn't a case of just he was in the best of health, because man, I'll tell you what, he definitely basted himself in all those chemicals to do the Spruce Goose, where he was building that thing, sleeping in it, living in it, and just flat out just inundated with all those chemicals. And it was not nice stuff to be near. I mean, there was people who got into the Spruce Goose later and they were like, dude, I'm catching a buzz here. And he literally was living in that thing, covered in those chemicals for, long periods in time. You would think about the fact that he would probably have all kinds of kidney and liver damage, probably maybe even like, borderline cancer type stuff. He wasn't in the best of health. Especially when he was living like, supposedly the penthouse obscurity where he's afraid of germs and whatnot. I really don't put much premise in the fact he got out and did other stuff. I mean, it sounds really interesting and it sounds kind of like good conjecture, but it's really good fiction. I mean, it really doesn't stand up to people knowing like, his life facts and how things worked. And, I tend to think that he didn't really do so good in the long run, and he didn't live a whole hell of a lot of more years after which they think possibly he died. So I don't think he was on the outs living the life of obscurity. I think he pretty much was jacked up, and he was that skinny guy that died in the the penthouse. Let's see. Scroll. Beta, I don't get the reference for Greta though, but whatever. Let me see if I got anything else jumping out at me. Oh, Kevin Sorbo had a really hilarious tweet the other day, and it pretty much says it all. And Kevin Sorbo at K Sorbs on Twitter, President Trump drops the F-bomb in a live interview. This is all the media will focus on, telling how, quote, unpresidential, end quote, it is. Raise your hand if you don't give a F word intimated by F asterisk asterisk asterisk. The guy is funny. He really, really is. Scroll. I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but they tried to hold up Judge Amy Coney Barrett by saying, well, we all have lots of notes here. What kind of notes do you have over there? And she's like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, could you show us that notepad that you're writing on? And what else is on that notepad? She goes, the header basically says, Senate of the United States or Congress of the United States. It's like, well, what do you have on it? She like holds up a blank pad. Like, I'm just pulling this stuff out of my head because you guys are morons. It's a smart lady. It's a really smart lady. I think she's going to be awesome as a Supreme Court justice. I don't know if you guys caught this one or not, but supposedly Joe Biden is not running for president. I know you're shocked. He's not. He is not running for president. He's not. I have a sound quote and a sound bite, but I'll have a quote for you from Joe Biden. So let's just hear what Joe Biden has to say about running for president.
We have to come together. That's why I'm running. I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me try kicking it over on the my main computer here. Let's see. Maybe I can do this. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me. Sometimes I can do stuff. Sometimes I can't do stuff. I'm just going to try to be careful about it here. But let me see if I can't make this happen. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Hopefully it's going to work in my favor. And let's see. I posted that up at a while back, but let me see. Oh, here we go. Joe Biden quoted on yesterday, as a matter of fact.
We have to come together. That's why I'm running. I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
Say what? Hang on a second here. You said what, Joe?
I'm running as a proud Democrat for the Senate.
Okay. So is it now a new thing, kind of like a adjunct position to say that you're a Senate president? Or you're president Senate? Or are you the president of the Senate? I thought the Senate would be the Senate pro temp. I don't know. I'm confused. He's confused. Everybody's confused. Why? Because Joe said it, and you can believe on what he said, but it didn't really hold water or something. I don't know. Joe, what did you mean? We don't know. We have no idea, except he was that guy that they said he is the guy. We have to back him or something because I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Joe, watch out for that stairwell there. Why do I have the funny feeling that's going to be exactly what you hear? Wow. Just wow. And this is the guy they say is going to be the guy to beat Trump in a debate. Holy crap. Just holy crap. And then, of course, there was the other one, too. And I don't know if you guys saw this one, but it was another Twitter hit. Biden took his mask off to cough into his hand and then put the mask back on. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do that one justice. All right, folks, coming up a little bit the 10:20 time period. I'll have a closing point here. Conchata Farrell, also known as the maid on 2.5 Men, playing the role of Berta, has passed on at the age of 77. Very, very funny lady. I mean, I thought that she nailed that role, and I thought it was just a really fun component of the show for Berta to pop in, throw in her own 2 cents, and kind of disappear again. Just was always funny. Like the time they all wake up and they're all like naked underneath a blanket on the balcony, and it's like, wait a minute, how did I wind up here? And it's like, well, what did we drink? It's like, what didn't we drink? What were you smoking? You smoked all my stuff. And it's like, they got really hammered, and then they basically all wound up like dogpiling on the balcony. That was probably one of my favorite scenes in that whole show. But absolutely just a hilarious actress, and she will be missed. I definitely would recommend you check her out again on 2.5 Men, because she was always funny, always funny. And I'm gonna break up with this one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like I usually say, all those good things on all our good buddies, Around the Cabin News, Around the Cabin Buy, Sell, and Trade, Around the Cabin Medicinal Cannabis, Around the Gardens Gate, aroundthecabin.com, aroundthecabin.com/campfire. Of course, you can find me on 80SPCC on Twitter, now Do Jerky 2 on Facebook. Matt Duncan, appreciate you hanging out, man. Also find me also on, of course, YouTube as 80s podcast channel. Many other venues you guys hung out with me on a Tuesday. I truly appreciate your kind attention. I'm gonna break off with this one, and I truly wish to thank you guys for hanging out with me. Get a gold star for attendance, and those who hung out, well, you might get 2 gold stars, but I appreciate your kind attention in any case. Those of you who have other things to do, well, hopefully you'll catch me in review, and definitely make sure you try the rotisserie chicken and not the fried onion ring. The fried onion ring is just, it's there, but it's unremarkable. The rotisserie chicken is pretty good. I'm going to break up with this one, folks. Eat good, keep it 10 rings always. You know when you love it. And I thank you guys for your kind attentions. I'm going to catch you guys later, and have a good week. See you guys. Find the buttons. Catch you guys later.